Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be continuing into part 2 of what if Goku was born as a Super Saiyan. If you haven't seen part 1, there's a title card where you can go check it out and see what happened in the last part. But today we'll be going into the Planet Serial arc. Also, I'm on a Discord server for anyone who wants to join and talk more about Dragon Ball with me and other viewers. Maybe you got some of your own ideas of what ifs and maybe in the future I could do them. Check the link in the description down below. Before we get into this part, I want to talk about two things. First, if you're going to suggest multiple what ifs in the comment section, please do it all in one comment and not spam a bunch of different comments, as it does ruin others' experience with discussing the what if in the comment section. If you really want me to see your suggestions and hear my thoughts, considering joining the Discord server, as there is a better chance that I will see the what if. Second, a lot of people question why Goku's power level was different in the first part of the series. I do know originally his power level at birth was 2, but I changed it to be 10,000. Let me explain. The series is if Goku was born as a Super Saiyan. Obviously his genetics would be altered to allow this to happen. Now if we took Gohan and Goten, we see the difference as Goten was far stronger than Gohan when he was the same age as Goten. And that's because Goku was far stronger when Goten was conceived, and even had Super Saiyan at a young age. I'm taking the same logic into account with this Goku, even though Bardock did not have the Super Saiyan transformation himself, but that is why Goku's power level is boosted instead of being at 2. So without any further to say, let's dive into part 2 of what if Goku was born as a Super Saiyan. Where we last left off, the group of Saiyans all started to head out to Planet Serial. It would take some time, but eventually they would make it to the planet. Now since it hasn't been a long time since Bardock was here, the planet still looked destroyed. They used their scouters to try to find any living beings, as Nappa would pick up a relatively high power level. Bardock looked upset, saying that the people he encountered here back then are still on the planet. Bardock decided to split the group with him, Turles, and Raditz to head towards the heaters, while Nappa, Kakarot, Tarbles, and Broly would look for the Namekian named Monito. The group splits up as Nappa's group continues to search for anyone that they could find. With a continued search, they would eventually scout 2 power levels inside of a cave. As they land nearby, calling out the 2 people in the cave. Instantly, a young granola rushes out, right at Kakarot, trying to strike him, but he manages to dodge the attack and hold down Granola. Monito rushes out begging for the Saiyans not to harm the boy, but once he looked at Kakarot, he says that how he resembles a Saiyan he knows named Bardock. Nappa tells Kakarot to let go of Granola, and when he does, Granola tries to attack Kakarot again, yelling out that his people killed his mother. But Monito stopped Granola, and this time around he felt like it was safe to let Granola know the truth, as the heaters were the one who killed his mother, and Bardock, a Saiyan, was the one who tried to protect. Granola was confused but then wanted to take out the heaters, but Nappa explains why they were here, and how Bardock is most likely heading towards the heaters right now with 2 other Saiyans. Monito knows that they are talking about his Dragon Balls, and he explains that Bardock did use them last time the Saiyans were here, so they are somewhere on the planet, but it could be difficult to find them. But does state that he is in danger as the heaters are no ordinary gang, and this worries Kakarot a little. Nappa does say that all of them will need to look around to find the 2 Dragon Balls, and everyone will begin to spread out to look around. While Kakarot is looking around, he spots Granola in the distance, sneaking around as he realizes that he is heading in the direction that his father did go towards the heaters, and decided to follow him. With Bardock's group, they would spot where the heaters are stationed, and the 2 younger Saiyans would ask Bardock what the plan is. Bardock explains that both of them could easily take out every single one of the members besides the little kid, as he points at Gas. They all ask why, since he is a child, but Bardock explains how the events played out last time when he was here, as the only threat is the young one, as he had the power but he managed to overwhelm him. He believed that he could take him down as long as the other 2 could distract the rest of the group. They would rush at the group, and Raditz and Turles would fight Elec and the other 2 members of the heaters, while Bardock fights against Gas. And still Gas would have this huge fear over Bardock, and it would make it easy for Bardock to have the edge over the fight, but he would still struggle trying to get a killing blow on him as he wasn't strong enough. With Turles and Raditz, they are easily handling the heaters, as they took out Elec in one strike, or so they thought. When they were busy and not paying attention with the other 2 members, Elec would get back up and shoot a beam right through Bardock's shoulder while he wasn't paying attention. Bardock freezes in pain, and seeing this chance, Gas would use it to start beating on Bardock. Raditz and Turles would see this, and with losing focus on their battle, they too are about to get shot by Elec, until Elec's pistol is shot away with a key blast from Granola. He stands in front of Elec, saying he knows what happened to his mother and he will get his revenge right now, until Granola is slapped away and sent crashing into a nearby mountain by Gas. Elec smiles, thinking that they were all in the clear, until suddenly Gas is sent flying as Elec, for a small moment, sees a bright yellow light go across his face. Kakarot awakened his Super Saiyan form when he saw his father very hurt. He tapped back into the power. Now it would be hard to state how strong Gas was during the time when he fought Bardock, but if he was able to lose to Bardock, I would say at this point in time he probably would have a hard time fighting a Super Saiyan Kakarot. So when their brawl begins, Kakarot is easily dealing with Gas, not having much trouble so Maki and Oil would jump in trying to aid Gas, but Kakarot is able to handle all three of them on his own. Even though his fighting style is very barbaric and simple, the sheer power that Kakarot has over all three of them makes him being able to handle all the group. Ellie begins to grow upset, saying that Frieza was supposed to erase all the Saiyans 2 years ago, as Bardock laughs, saying that his son, as he points at Kakarot, who is fighting Ellie's group, is the one who killed Frieza. Ellie doesn't believe Bardock, and prepares to shoot a directed blast to Raditz and Turles, but quickly Bardock reacts, shooting a ki blast right through Ellie's chest as his body falls to the floor. With Kakarot, he easily takes out Maki and Oil without any trouble, and even is able to kill Gas, but once he finishes the fight, he powers down and is knocked out for exerting too much of his power. Raditz and Turles are both still a bit frozen, not process what they just witnessed, but then Granola returns after being smacked away as he sees Ellie's body already dead on the floor. He gets back, yelling at Bardock for taking his revenge as he shoots a ki beam right at Bardock, which launches him back a bit. Then he aims at the other two young Saiyans, but then he is kicked away by Nappa, as Nappa prepares to crush Granola until Bardock yells out to stop and to not kill the kid, even threatening to kill Nappa if he does so. Nappa grumbles and lets Granola go, as he tells Bardock that they have found the Dragon Balls, as everyone heads back to the cave Monito was found in, while Raditz helps his father up and picks up his knocked out brother, and Turles would carry Granola. Once they meet up with the others, Monito grew worried when he saw Granola beat up, but Bardock told him that he is okay, he's just knocked out, and that the heaters are no more. Monito would use his healing abilities to heal up Bardock and the others, but Kakarot and Granola remained unconscious. They would summon the dragon, and Bardock would tell Monito their wish to bring back Kid Vegeta, as the wish is granted. On Planet Vegeta, while King Vegeta is still mourning his son's death, he is shocked to see when King Vegeta is up again and asks his father what had happened to King Cold, and asks if they won. King Vegeta was glad that his son was brought back to life and realized that Bardock was telling the truth. Once the wish was made, Bardock thanked Monito and told everyone that they would be returning to Planet Vegeta. Then suddenly, Nappa grabs Monito, telling Bardock that they should bring him to Planet Vegeta and his wishing orbs, as he gives a menacing smile. Bardock grows angry at Nappa, telling him that Monito just helped them and now you want to bring him back to their planet, where he would most likely just be used for the orbs. Bardock steps up to Nappa, demanding him to let go of Monito, and then they're just leaving him and Granola alone. Nappa walks off, calling Bardock weak, saying that they should have just taken out Granola and kidnapped Monito. Bardock apologized to Monito, but midway through his apology, he is shot in the back by Nappa and is sent crashing into a mountain. Nappa yells out that he would not take orders from a low-class Saiyan, even if he is the father of the legendary Super Saiyan. As he prepares to shoot another ki blast at Bardock, an explosion emerges, but once the smoke clears, they all witness something shocking. Bardock has a glowing aura to him, hair spiked up and yellow. He rushes right at Nappa, grabbing him by the throat, ready to take his life, but sees the fear in his eyes as he stops, and he looks at himself, realizing that he just transformed into the Super Saiyan legend as well. He calms himself down, as then he loses the form, going back into his normal base. He gives Nappa a hand and tells him to get the pots ready, as they are leaving back to their planet. He looks back to Monito and thanks him again and apologizes for the commotion. They all fly back to Planet Vegeta, and during the trip, Bardock sits there in his pod thinking about the entirety of this trip. He thinks to himself that they need to change their ways, as he did not like how easily Nappa was willing to kill Granola, who was just a child, and then turn against someone who was willing to help them. He decides that once they return to the planet, he will take the throne from King Vegeta, as he knows King Vegeta would not change his ways for their lifestyle. Once they make it back to the planet, all the Saiyans are cheering for the group and they are greeted by King Vegeta and his now alive son. The younger Saiyans are happy to see him back alive. King Vegeta would bring Bardock to the side and ask what planet did they go to that had the wishing orbs that brought his son back, as he thought since it was a real thing, it could benefit the Saiyans very handsomely, as he too gives off a menacing smirk. Seeing this angers Bardock immensely, as he knows what he needs to do, as he announces that he challenges King Vegeta for the throne of King. This shocks all the Saiyans, as they all thought that Bardock did not want to be king. King Vegeta is taken aback by this and refuses to give him the throne, and he only agreed to give it to Kakarot. Bardock says that the Saiyans need to change their ways of being barbaric into a better race, and says that King Vegeta is hindering their people from doing so. King Vegeta quickly grows angry, saying he should kill him where he stands, but Bardock confidently says that he cannot do so. Right then and there, their brawl begins, as they battle all throughout the cities of Planet Vegeta, crashing into buildings and sending each other flying. Bardock does have the edge in the battle, as after the Zenkai boost he received on Planet Cereal gives him the extra strength as he continues to win the battle until Bardock slams King Vegeta onto the ground, telling him that it's over and he won. King Vegeta laughs, saying that even though he is lost, why would they allow you to be king after you turned it down? Bardock sighs as he powers up, as his yellow speckled hair would appear, and everyone around is stunned as now they have two Super Saiyans together, as Bardock announces that he is the new king of the Saiyans, as everyone cheers for him. And that's where I leave it off for now. Tell me how you think about what I did with the second part and how I did with the Planet Cereal arc. How will the Saiyans go on with Bardock being their king? What is the future of the Saiyan race headed now that they are free from Frieza's rule. Will this new takeover of Bardock becoming king have any negative effects? What could have happened differently? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. If y'all are interested and enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted whenever I post another part. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next part. See ya!